Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into an idea that is increasingly being discussed across political and public platforms. The possibility of a Muslim NATO for Palestine. As conflicts in the Middle East intensify, and the Palestinian struggle continues to face challenges. Many are wondering if Muslim-majority countries could establish a joint defense alliance modeled after NATO, but specifically focused on protecting the interests of Palestinians. This idea sparks hope among some and skepticism among others, making it an important topic to explore in depth. On the outside, the concept presents itself as both powerful and symbolic. Imagine a coalition of nations stretching from Turkey to Pakistan, from Saudi Arabia to Indonesia, coming together under one umbrella with military and diplomatic force. These countries collectively represent some of the largest armies in the world, significant natural resources, and a population that exceeds 1 billion people. From this exterior view, the strength and influence such an alliance could project on the international stage is enormous. It would not only change the balance of power in the Middle East, but also create a new pole of influence globally, directly challenging Western alliances. Looking on the inside, however, things are not as smooth. Muslim nations differ widely in their systems of governance, foreign policy priorities, and alliances. Some maintain close ties with Western powers, while others oppose them strongly. Many of these states also struggle with internal conflicts and rivalries that have lasted for decades. Building trust among them and creating an integrated defense structure would require unprecedented cooperation. The interior design of this alliance, while appealing on paper, is complicated in practice and filled with obstacles rooted in history, politics, and ideology. When it comes to performance, the potential is immense. A combined military of millions of soldiers, advanced defense technologies from countries like Turkey, and nuclear capabilities from Pakistan would give this alliance unmatched performance power in terms of defense and deterrence. It could serve as a counterbalance to Israel's military strength and Western dominance in the region. Performance would not only be measured in firepower, but also in diplomatic leverage, the ability to negotiate from a position of strength, and the capacity to coordinate humanitarian relief during times of crisis. In terms of safety, such an alliance would act as a shield not just for Palestine, but potentially for other vulnerable regions in the Muslim world. It could discourage external interventions, provide quick response teams for both military and humanitarian emergencies, and create a sense of collective security that smaller nations currently lack. Safety features would extend beyond military action, offering economic stability, shared intelligence, and mechanisms to resolve disputes within the alliance before they turn into conflicts. The unique selling points of a Muslim NATO revolve around unity and symbolism. For decades, the Palestinian issue has been a rallying point across the Muslim world, yet practical action has often fallen short. A Muslim NATO would represent the first real institutionalized response, giving tangible meaning to solidarity and putting collective promises into structured action. The symbolism of Muslim-majority countries standing as one in defense of Palestine would be powerful not just regionally, but also on the world stage. It would demonstrate that Muslim nations are capable of rising above their divisions for a common cause. The price, however, is heavy. Financially, establishing such a coalition would require billions of dollars in defense spending, logistical planning, and long-term commitments. Politically, member nations would face backlash from Western powers, economic sanctions, and diplomatic isolation. Internally, the price would also mean leaders giving up certain degrees of sovereignty to allow the alliance to function effectively, something that many governments are reluctant to do. The cost would not only be measured in money, but also in diplomatic consequences and the strain of maintaining unity over time. In conclusion, the possibility of a Muslim NATO for Palestine is both inspiring and challenging. On the exterior, it carries immense power, performance, and safety features that could reshape the Middle East. Inside, it struggles with political rivalries, conflicting interests, and the heavy price of cooperation. Whether this idea becomes reality depends entirely on the will of Muslim leaders to put aside differences and prioritize collective security over national rivalries. If it were ever to succeed, it would mark one of the most significant turning points in modern international relations and could give new hope to the Palestinian cause.